Sorry if we have any technical difficulties. As the race has begun, we are in the throne room with some slower attacks because we are no longer on speed hacks. And the first 3 chests will contain the fighter's ring to aid with 2 more attack power and some gold. And the magic key looking like some fairly decent HP and the heal spell. And those quick flashes. That's on Linkforce's side. 13 strength, 14 agility. Not too bad on the stats to begin with. Let's see what the outside looks like. The outside looks like a bunch of swamp, but we do have the heal spell.
Those are always a fun start where the castle is surrounded in swamp. I know myself personally, seeing a fighter's ring start is always welcome, as any little bit of extra strength can definitely assist.
And Braxis just takes out the red slime, not even the noodle, and gets a ton of experience. And gains 8 and gets 7 levels straight off.
Well, at least we know the first 7 levels isn't very far away, and you will be rewarded with a ton of stats for your effort.
Meanwhile, Kaiten getting rewarded for finding the magician by getting his face punched off.
And I believe we see there is a heal more within one of those levels.
There is indeed, and there's also the hurt spell, which will help get past anything with high defend. And Ursine finds the red slime and is going to feast on some levels. Our runners would have been looking for a monster with only 5 health, but with the low agility on the red slime and our adequate starting strength, I think they were able to just punch that down instead, and it has escalated quickly.
And a spell of hurt attempting to take down a warlock. The warlock says, I can do you one better, here's hurt more.
And Braxis finds a Magic Wyvern for 170, going to gain some more levels. Just one.
It looks like Magi Wyverns and Red Slimes are going to be the sought-after enemies so far.
And a town and 2 caves for Braxis and its Cantland. And for some deals, we have the Silver Shield for 304 gold, and a nice little 4 gold hand axe pick.
This is certainly a nice seed to start with. Silver Shield giving you a huge defense boost, a hand axe making it much easier to be able to take out those enemies.
And Linkforce is on the board with a red slime kill.
And 2 gold magic armor. Less than 1,000 gold and you are ready to go and get the world going.
Yeah, Braxis not quite getting the deal of the century on the Silver Shield, but certainly getting it on that magic armor. Gonna gain the best defense you can get for Bible armor. Here, get some hurt resistance, regeneration. Meanwhile, Ursine finds a key in bonus K.
And that was not one of the 2 caves that Braxis Muse had found. So that is a huge benefit for Ursine, giving access to more keys. Meaning they will actually be able to see what coordinates can be found once they do locate camp.
But what they did find was a slime that just nuked them.
Slime's getting a little bit of revenge this time around.
Meanwhile, Kaiten just not able to break out yet, not able to find the red slime. Or even find the actual nuke.
Yeah, so far I'm not sure we have found a so-called noodle as of yet. We do have a mountain cave being found by Braxis Muse, however.
Yeah, looking like it's going to take a little bit of leveling to get up to... Nope, here we are, level 10. Took a tiny bit of extra leveling, but 4, 4, 2, and 5, and a spell of Hurt More.
Wow. All the armor you could need, all the attack you could need, and hurt more with heal more. All within the first 6 minutes. And it was looking like Kaiten might have been able to take out that rogue scorpion, but it had just a little bit too much health. Oh, but there is the red slime for Kaiten.
Finally, as we can see, yeah, rogue scorpions are pretty healthy, but not much health.
Yeah, that, I'd say a lot too much health, but Kaiten will take down a red slime and will get on the board with level 8.
Yeah, picking up all those stats. And big stick for Ursine and the fairy flute.
Wow, huge find in the treasury.
Yeah, heading up north to find that bonus cave paying off dividends. And Braxis is running into a droll with Dragon Lord Breath.
Good thing they had all that health, but they are apparently quite agile as well, not letting you get away. So it looks like we will not get to see what the last chest in Mountain Cave had.
Meanwhile, Linkforce gets taken out by a scorpion.
And basement of castle holds the Rainbow Drop Cave.
The good old jerk. Because our rooms don't have any of the key items, if Ursine tried to talk to that jerk, would have been a quick pound, as level 11 already. For 3, 5, 1, and 11.
Yeah, the so-called jerk for if you don't have even at least the token, he will say you are not worthy and kick you quickly out of his little cave.
Meanwhile, Linkforce gonna pick up the goods in Cantlin.
And looky here, another cave just south of the castle, so 3 caves not very far from the castle here.
Yeah, a bit of an interesting spot for that one. Ursine gonna unleash the Radiant to reveal Swamp North.
And I think we'll have a spike tile check to see what possible grinds are available here. But first, a red slime for another 200 plus experience.
And that will equalize the experience for our variants. Although Linkforce has actually done some grinding, he's gotten up to 1200 experience, so... Yeah, up to 1200 experience, still on level 11, so... Gonna be a bit of a grind to get to that next level as he's found the mountain cave.
Alright, so we have skeletons in the spike tile. Not worth a whole lot, so don't think we'll be seeing that around.
Kaiten just found 2 towns and one of them is Rumbledar, so that's... If he still has any money left, that is key access. Although, looking at his movement... Gonna check the shop first and then maybe go get some keys. As Braxis has found the bonus key. And Ursine taking a nasty hit from that skeleton. Has no armor. Just about gets taken out, but... Yeah, these skeletons hit.
Yeah, they're making a worthy guardian, just not rewarding you for it. Ooh, wizards, however, with 228 on Linkforce.
Yeah, he actually got in level 12, and this will be level 13 for 4, 9, 6, 8, and a spell of Glod.
A little bit of a misinput there on Kaiten's side, having to make the walk back around to go get keys a second.
In the meantime, Brax is having a little fight with Ghost. Didn't seem to be doing much damage. And only gave 59 experience, so could have been our noodle.
Green Dragons for 222 over on Ursine's side, and that will be good for at least level 12.
Yeah, and those are some good stats on level 12, especially that power, as I believe Braxis just took out the Fun Police to gain that 14-11, and yep, 0 agility. Empty Eye loves it.
And Kaiten sees that Remolder has the Death Necklace, so at least a useful chest for 2 keys.
Okay, time to see this other town for Kaiten. It is Hawksness.
Always a good find.
Potential search spot on the board if he can take out this monster.
And we do get to see the last chest in Mountain Cave was just an herb on Linkforce's side, and we have a princess rescue on Ursine.
Yeah, Ursine going to go ahead and take the princess without even seeing Cantlin, and because of the other function of the GPS. Usually we just use it to see our position in relation to the castle, but you can also use it to learn of how much experience you need for the next level, which, with the randomized experience required, that can be helpful come in game when deciding if you want to grind or not.
And looks like we have a golem hiding in Hawksness, giving Kaiten quite a bit of trouble here. Ursine does make it through the skeleton the second time around, so we will actually get to finish rescuing the prince.
And Kaiten kills the golem, gets 10 experience. I'm guessing that's the last golem he's going to kill in this season.
And with as nasty those golems are, that fairy flute will certainly come in handy.
Yeah, something that was not randomized is that you still need you can still put the golem to sleep with the fairy flute, as it is AK-47.
I don't remember if those had anything good for experience or not. No, they did not. So both of these spike tiles are not going to be a good grind.
Well, you still want to get that token.
Yeah, although the token for a prize in this one will at least be worth.
And Ursine has officially delivered the princess, and will now have the GPS to learn of the experience required to level.
And we actually get to see the second cave over by Cantlin is the Stafford Rain Cave, as Kaiten finds their way to the bonus cave, getting their magic key.
Yeah, I believe Kaiten already had keys, though, so not as big of a help.
Well, we've seen quite a bit so far in the first 15 minutes, but there's still a lot missing here that we have to find. One of them being Charlock.
Wizards running away, I believe they were one of the good experience monsters. Drakima's excellent experience. 246 taken down and will give level.
Yeah, the Wizards were, I believe, 222, and just like the red slimes, they are starting to run away now.
Linkforce picks up a Stoneman for a ton of experience. In the meantime, Brexus goes up to a broadsword, having Non got back to Tantagel to pick up Big Stick. And Kaiten doing a quick stat check. They are really coming along nicely. Yeah, health is already really good. Its strength could use some work, but not gonna have to grind too much to get where we need on this seat.
And so far at level 13, and plus once you throw on a silver shield and Erdrick's armor, your defense power will actually be very healthy at that point.
So yeah, just gonna have to get that strength up a bit. 77's not gonna do it when it comes to the Dragon Lore.
And I think we might actually get to see our first coordinates check here from Ursine.
Ursine just gonna finally take a look at Caitlyn and going to find that two gold magic armor. So Ursine has some excellent defense now, as there's some more nukes going down for Braxis, and Kaiten is in the treasure and is about to pick up some Big Stick. And Linkforce is able to slash through the Rogue Scorpion, gets 1, 2, 4, 30 on the level.
I think that'll do us for our MP need at level 15.
Yeah, now we just need that strength as Ursine picks up the Dragon Scale and equips.
And level 15, not that far away, at only at least 3,330 to be able to get it.
Yeah, especially since we have found plenty of good targets. Just like I believe this Green Dragon, which goes down in one hit for 222. And not level. Thou may go and search 9 south, 84 east.
That is certainly going to be on the other continent, and a big benefit to Ursine having already collected the princess. And it must be the armor, since we know the token is in Hawksness and the fairy flute was in a chest, meaning coal will be useless.
Indeed, especially since we already have all the gear. The best thing Cole could be now is a bit of an outpost for Sharlock. And could this be Cole for Linkforce? It could be. So he's about to get the bad news that there is a whole bunch of nothing here. But there found a whole lot of nothing.
I have to say, definitely, if you can find the swamp early and grab a princess in Chaos, always a good idea.
Lord been hitting on the head. Oh, great. Cole. Okay, so our runner's just kind of taking a look around at the moment. Ursine about to explore this mountain cave.
And which, if I remember correctly, had nothing of value in it.
In the meantime, Braxis is going to pick up level 14, as Kaiten also gets the bad news. And Brexus has found Sharlock.
Well, that is definitely one of the places that was missing on our checklist here. The only thing missing at this point, I believe, is going to be Tablet Cave and the Grave.
Oh, and while I wasn't looking, Linkforce went up to 17.
Oh, wow. And 17, and he's only at 4601. So, that's a far cry from vanilla at 12k needed in the standard flag.
Yeah, Linkforce, I believe, doesn't quite have as much exploration because I'm not seeing a flute or a sword yet, so maybe it just hasn't gone back to Tangible, but certainly getting that experience. As Brexus, I believe, has just went up to 15.
And actually saw a Metal Slime kill on Ursine, 172 for Metal Slime, so not quite as nice as usual when you find one, but still decent.
And Brexus finds some more towns and caves, and oh look, it's Breckenary. But here is Caitlin. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where Brexus is at the moment. Could be on the second continent where all this stuff is.
I want to say he is on the second continent, and we'll at least see either tablets or the grave here in Garenhead.
First off, I'm gonna see if he can... No, not even gonna check for a flame sword. In the meantime, Linkforce about to pick up the death necklace as Ursine takes a big old fire breath from these drolls, which are giving our runners the business.
So far, Garenham not being too nice.
Yeah, these drolls are going to be a pain to fight with all that agility. Really tough to kill, and will just every now and then give you the Dragon Lord breath to the face.
Oh, and actually, apparently, Stones was in the first chest of Garenham. I had missed that one. And yeah, looking at that agility, they'll definitely be tough to run from. And, you know, it says 25% breath, but I think we've been seeing a little bit more than 25%.
Well, with no Erdrick's armor at the moment, every breath definitely makes an impact. And here's the grave of Garenham. We have the Dragon Scale, which he has up on, seeing as he already has one. We have the Silver Harp, so just needs to get those coordinates and locate him, and he will be in Grind and Go. In fact, Brexus actually just bails.
I actually don't remember if we saw Braxis pick up the Urgic Sword or not.
And yeah, Braxis confirming that yes, it was all on the second continent, so going to cast the outside spell. Temporal Erdrick Sword is in Tangible Treasury.
Well, he will certainly be in a good shape going back to the castle after he gets the Staff of Rain, seeing as how the
Okay, he did
basement-
pick up Erdrick's sword. Sorry, sometimes it can be a little difficult to catch these things. As Linkforce taking on the AK in the overworld is about to be rewarded with a whole 10 experience. Nope, nobody has gotten the coordinates yet. We're suspecting it's on the second continent.
I'm actually can't say if I've seen Kaiten or Linkforce check yet.
I believe Kaiten just got coordinates. Vraxis is heading down here to Tantagel's basement with all the items. Just 26 minutes in, he'll have the rainbow drop. He just has to go get that armor, and he will just be in grind and go mode. Meanwhile, Linkforce is actually going to gain levels here off that Rogue Scorpion. Gets 2, 1, 5, and 5 off of one level, going up to 18.
And here will be Braxis Muse getting their coordinates.
And at level 18, it must have been 16 or 17 that had some big strength. As at level 18, our runners already have 97 strength, so that will give him 139 attack power with Big Stick. So, definitely worthy to fight the Dragon Lord at those levels, assuming it plays nice.
And they will certainly have a hefty amount of defense power as well, as they're already at 89.
Of course, the Dragon Lord has his own wrinkles and chaos that our runners will have to overcome. But first, I believe Linkforce still has quite a bit of exploration to catch up on, although he is about to catch up on finding the Swamp North.
And so far, Braxis Muse, the only one to have collected all necessary items, aside from the armor, will still need to do a bit of a grind first before they can be ready for Sharlock, whereas the other three will be lagging behind in experience in the case of Ursine and Kaiten, as well as finding the items, whereas Linkforce only needs the item.
Yeah, it's looking like a bit of a jump in the level from 18 to the 19th level. Raxus puts down the Scorpion and will now rescue the princess after killing this red slime. And in the meantime, Linkforce finally raids that treasury. He is going to pick up Big Stick and Big Toot. Yeah, these skeletons certainly have some strength. I'm able to severely damage Braxis through all that armor. And here we go. 40, 19 was enough to pick up 16. So it looks like 17 had our big strength, and that should not be too far off. No, Kaiten, that's not how that works.
If only.
In fact, this skeleton kill may be enough to get the level, as Ursine's up to 17, and yes, it will. So the official level 17 stats were 13 power, 1 health, 2 magic. Hey, MTI, guess how much agility we had? In the meantime, Linkforce discovers the coordinates. Indeed. Ursine making some exploration to collect the Death Necklace as Braxis goes up to 16. Just barely misses 17 in that big strength game, but won't be too much longer. In fact, this werewolf may do it. And Kaiten dropping off the princess. And Linkforce going to open up the door will be the last one to save the princess as Braxis picks up that big power gain. And here we are, right outside of Swamp Cave. It is 29 to the north, 72 to the west. So Braxis is going to make a pit stop in Garenham, and then maybe use the GPS again to get an updated readout. Jubail, yes you can, and very bad things happen if you hold down B to the king. In the meantime, Braxis is actually going to go ahead and crack open Sharlock here. Don't know if he actually found the... No, he hasn't. He's heading away. Gonna find a skeleton and have nothing to do with that as Ursine picks up Token. Braxis just walking around at the moment, hasn't used the GPS again to figure out his location. Gonna use it here, and he will be... I think he's right next to Swamp, so he's gotta head north and head east some more. In the meantime, Link also on the second continent looking for those coordinates. Looking like you need to head about 20 north and 9 east from the swamp exit. And Brex is actually casting Return, so don't know if he's gotten confused or what, but I believe it is the second continent for this arm. Taking a quick look and seeing how good his stats are, as Kaiten at 5693 will gain another level. And Linkforce slow counting. Looks right here and finds the armor. Yeah, and that was quite unfortunate for Brax. It's just kind of forgetting that. But with any luck, he'll realize his error and get back over there. And once he does, he's right in the location to go into Charlock and finish. And Kaiten doing a slow count, gonna walk gonna have a Wraith get in his way, searches, finds. Linkforce discovering Charlock as Rexus is just wandering around at the moment. And Game Boy noting in chat, sometimes these levels come really fast and sometimes they don't. Evidently, Linkforce, having already gained something like about 1,000, 2,000 experience, still needs 9,100 experience for the level. And Linkforce has found Garenham, but has not found Hawksness yet, which is going to hold the token. Oh, Game Boy saying 9,100 total experience. So, still a bit of a grind, but not as terrible as I was thinking.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that we've seen that, but it would certainly be next.
I mean, it's still way under vanilla, but well, Linkforce about to discover that I believe there was just a fairy water down here. He's gonna have to head into the Grave of Garen to find the harp, and then he might keep going looking for the token. Braxis didn't even check the third chest in the grave before noping out, so gonna look around for a little bit more and see what kind of trouble he can get in.
And for Ursine, only the stones remain, but they found the grave prior to finding Garenham, so they are going to end up searching the bottom of the grave, it looks.
Yeah, I think Linkforce has just found it. Braxis, back in coal. Not going to be able to find the armor here, as with the coordinates. Searches all about, finds nothing. Drosy, he was really close to where the coordinates wound up being. I think he just got mixed up and didn't realize what was going on and did not actually get the armor, as Kaiten is in Garenham and will pick up Stones of Sunlight. Linkforce with the harp. Ursine searches, finds fairy water. And Linkforce actually nopes out, so don't know if he got the token while we aren't paying attention or what, but could be that he has all the items, and with that, he will be making a beeline straight for Sharlock. There we go, the staff will be taken for Link, and we'll see what his next move is. Could be that he got it while nobody was paying attention as he's heading over towards the rainbow drop. In the meantime, Ursine about to finish out the grave to find a whole bunch of nothing. And I think we're about to find out if Linkforce has the token or not. He's going to talk, and okay, he did get it, so don't know when he got it, but he's got it, and now he's got the rainbow drop, and now it's time for Sharlock, which, oh boy, this can get nasty in a hurry, because first off, one of the features of Chaos is that the monster group mechanic that influences run rate now applies to zones. So like your early monsters would be in this group 1 that only gets 25% of their agility. That's not applied to the overworld. Group 4, which in vanilla has the fun police in it, that's Sharlock. So everything in Sharlock uses its full agility when trying to block you. And as you would expect, to block you they can do. And then there's the other wrinkle of the Dragon Lord. Dragon Lord 1, in addition to having up to at least 81 health, can have up to 255 strength and all kinds of nasty abilities, and he can be a real treat. And then Dragon Lord 2 keeps his vanilla strength and agility and will always have his Dragon Lord breath, but can have a 25 or 50% chance to cast sleep or heal, and his health ranges anywhere from 100 to something like 240 or 230. It can get really tanky.
And as Scorpion Max points out, the good news for them is it is at least short Sharlock, so they get to start on the bottom floor.
And there's a Drakeem that he is able to take out really quickly.
And the interesting thing here is, at least in Chaos, in Vanilla, we know exactly who we should be seeing in Sharlock. We'll see, red dragons, armored knights, werewolves, wizards, star wyverns. In this case, we see them here in this Chaos seed as well. But in Chaos, typically the enemies that you met around the overworld that were the nastiest of any enemies are the ones you'll find here. So the ones with the most health, the highest agility, the highest attack, or sometimes the ones that have the nastiest abilities such as Hurt More and Dragon Lord Breath. So you know that every single enemy that you encounter here is going to have something horrible to deal with usually.
Not looking like much of a problem at the moment. The Wraiths are running, and the Drakeemas are one-shots for a bunch of experience, although this skeleton's trying to give Link the business. It's hitting pretty hard, but dodges as well, and Link is in the danger zone, but lands the kaiten no Ichigeki to finish him off.
Yeah, skeletons were definitely one of those toughies. Certainly if it was something worthy of being on a spike tile, it is highly likely that you'll see it hiding here in Sharlock as well.
And it's going to be the Star Wyvern.
And those Star Wyverns do deal quite a punch, and they take quite a punch as well. Alright, and Linkforce about to let us know, are we in for an all-nighter with Dragonlord, or is this going to actually be a really quick chaos?
Yeah, you can see the Star Wyvern there. Very tanky and very punchy. Although not exactly having high agility, so pretty easy to run from. In fact, it's difficult to run from as a stone man.
Well, and Link will be called a fool here, and it's a little bit punchy.
Yeah, this Dragonlord one certainly has some adequate stick, but goes down in 3 hits, and here comes the Dragonlord 2. Let's see if he's got anything nasty. Oh, he's got
Ooh.
sleep. Slept and wrecked.
Now, the good news is Dragonlord 1, he's an old softy. He feels quite vanilla. And we will be seeing Braxis Muse making their attempt as Kaiten is walking into Sharlock now.
Brax is going to take the hurt more, and is going to be dodged and take a pretty adequate stick to the face.
Feeling very vanilla on the Dragonlord here with casting Hurt more as well. Wouldn't be surprised if he had a stop spell to throw in every now and again.
Well, there's a big old stick for 38 and 32, so that's not as vanilla. As here comes another hurt more, but it is blocked, so should be able to just finish him off.
Certainly doing quite a bit of damage at 94 defense power for Braxis Muse.
And there's a big old 39 as attack for 50, so not very high agility on Dragonlord as he's just giving him the stick. Gonna take him down to 9 heal mores as here comes another hurt more. The attack will not do it yet. Looking like quite high health on this Dragonlord.
And unfortunately for Braxis Muse here, a lot of resources. Oh, he has heal more. Good thing he stopped spell. That could have become very trolly for Braxis Muse.
And Brax is unable to hit the stop spell, and he will thus be slept and wrecked.
Barbecue Braxis Muse, anyone?
And you can see the Dragonlord one dodge is a bit of a misleading. That's supposed to be 12 out of 64, but very dodgy, very difficult to stop spell, and has a ton of health. So the good news is very low defensive power, easy to just hack through them.
And we do see the attack power is actually rather high, so that defense definitely coming in handy. And Braxis Muse actually got a lucky stop spell there with a 14 out of 16 resistance.
Kaiten taking a look at those stats is going to give it a go here. Oh, Kaiten actually putting on the death necklace.
Well, that'll give him a fair amount more attack power, but with that sleep, he doesn't know yet, but that sleep Dragonlord 2, that HP being at 99 now could come back to hurt.
Yeah, much easier to get slept and wrecked from 99 than 133.
And we'll see Ursine being able to make an attempt here in just a moment as well, as everybody is about to be in Sharlock and at Dragonlord at the same time.
And here we go, Kaiten getting a 13 to start, getting slapped pretty hard. Hasn't discovered the bad news yet. Oh, he just discovered it.
Yeah, I had to say that's probably at least a 50% sleep, if not 75%, because he has been quick to cast it.
DL2 spellcast max out 50%, so 50% it most likely is.
Oh, that's actually something I was not aware of, and I love chaos. Good to know, though. Sometimes it certainly will feel like 75%.
And here comes the penalty for using the Death Necklace. You respawn back at Tantagel without the heal, as Linkforce unable to land the stop spell, put to sleep, wakes up. Let's see if he can get another chance off here. Nope, here comes the sleep again, as Ursine is a full. Stop spell misses. Looking like high resistance on Dragonlord as well.
And welcome, Raiders of the Game Racing channel. You're just in time to grab a bag of popcorn and watch the action.
And down goes Link again, as Ursine has just finished off Dragonlord 1 and is about to discover the horror. The good news for Link is that I believe he is very close to the next level.
And Ursine getting back to attack will have to heal more, and unfortunately will have to be slept as well.
Sleeping for 3 turns, 4 turns, dead.
That is a shame. You can actually only be slept for a maximum of 6 turns before you are guaranteed to wake up, and that was 4 of the 6.
Unfortunately, Dragonlord 2 is very capable of killing you in 6 turns. Linkforce is going to finish off this Rogue Scorpion, which I believe will get him to at least 19. And he will get 12 power and 11 health. So, definitely bringing the pain down.
Well, that'll be a very handy level for sure.
Which brings up the question of, at what point do you just go for brute force strats? And just hope he has low health?
Well, at this point, with the power increase, I would actually probably consider throwing the Death Necklace on and just actually going for the brute.
Oh, this is quite positive. We got another level with 0733.
Well, that level's not doing any favors, although the extra defense will be nice.
Kaiten looks like he's grinding. Or no, he's back through.
I was gonna say, he's got a long way to go.
Link just gonna heal up right in front of Dragonlord, and will once again be declared a fool. Yeah, and Kaiten getting the news is quite a ways to get that level. Although it will be worth it with that power boost, as I believe. Yeah, it looks like Veron Burgundy mentioning that Kaiten's actually had the death necklace removed. And
I was just going to mention that we are seeing the that heal more of the Dragon Lord 1 coming into play here on both Linkforce and Brax's Muses.
yeah, the only good news is that you can actually just burst through that with the low agility on Dragon Lord. As Link trying to land that stop spell, still not having any luck. Yeah, this is looking like maximum or close to it resistors. I imagine someone would have connected already, as down goes Link again.
Yeah, I'd have to say 12 or better for sure.
Braxis pulling out the stop spell and gets the block!
Low on resources though, he's going to have to hope that it's a high cast chance.
Well, I think we can confirm high cash hints, but now every time Dragon Lord casts sleep, it'll just be blocked and it'll just be a free turn. Already dealing some damage here. Keeps getting those blocks. Here comes that attack for 32. He can still keep going with the hits. And there's another block. Every block is a free turn. Another block.
And that spells good news for Braxis. Being low on resources, could certainly have
Down
still
goes
gone.
Dragon Lord. Very low health Dragon Lord. And just like that, Brax's Muse, heading back to Tangible, will head up, pick up his princess, and carry her off to the sunset, as there it is. And with a time of 58:03, Braxis Muse wins.
I'd say I like Ursine's thought of trying to sleep the Dragon Lord back. Unfortunately, I believe Dragon Lord 2's sleep resist stays a constant 15-16.
Yeah, sleep and hurt resist do not get randomized, so not going to be effective.
Well, just imagine how fast a seed that could have been if it wasn't for the Trolley Dragon Lord 2 there.
And here comes Link to give it another go.
Ursine will be following close behind.
Link gets a big 66 damage hit to knock out Dragon Lord 1. Going back to that stop spell, has no effect. Takes a small hit, gonna try it again. Just gonna keep trying until he can just brute force it through.
He's getting lucky so far.
And now he's asleep.
Deciding to go for that heal more, I think will always be your undoing. Be best just to give the stop spell a chance. Hope he goes for the sleep, otherwise you just end up slept and wrecked anyway.
Looking like 637 to get the next level, so not too far off. I believe 3 Drakimas will do that. Unfortunately, Kaiten actually ran away from Drakimas, not realizing that they are a one-hit kill for over 200 experience.
And the interesting thing is for Linkforce on that attempt, he actually saw a lot of straight attacks coming from Dragon Lord before that sleep happened. So it could have been possible with quite a hefty amount of attack power to do a large amount of damage before he got sleep.
Okay, picking up some not that great stats on level 21.
21 wasn't far away, but didn't have much to offer either.
In the meantime, Ursine back to the Dragon Lord, Kaiten about to be back to the Dragon Lord and get back. That's this Axe Knight.
And I believe this will be attempt number 3 for Ursine.
Is immediately put to sleep, gonna take that fire breath, take more breath, and in the Twitch chat is Braxis. I guess we're gonna do a bit of a text interview. So, first thing I want to ask is, when you were searching for the armor, you got right up to that desert that the armor was in, and then you used return. What happened there? I lied. We're going to have a in-person interview. So I don't know if you heard my question or not, but when you were looking for the armor, you got right up to in that desert, and then you cast return and went elsewhere. What happened there?
So I use the Gwaelin thing, and I always get confused as to where, like, how the marker reads. So I don't like using it if I don't have to, especially on the other continent. And for some reason, I just felt like that was not the right spot, so I had to have been on the other spot. But more importantly, I was really looking to find coal because I was really hoping the armor was in coal so that I wouldn't have to deal with the using of the coordinates.
Well, I believe at that point you already... Had you already been to Hawksness for the token?
Yes. Because Hawksness I did first, and that's... I got the token, that was the first thing I found.
Well, with already having the token from Hawksness, having coordinates which confirms there's something at a search spot, and having the flute, that information alone would be enough to confirm nothing at Hawksness.
Oh, you mean Cole?
As I
Yeah, see,
believe
I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah, Cole. But Link finally hitting the stop spot will be taking down this Dragon Lord in short order.
And actually, I'll tell you, when I got, like, other than, like, the very, very end where I was looking for Erdrick's armor, I thought, like, the beginning of the seed was pretty friendly to me. I mean, I stepped out of Tantagle, the first mob was the mob I needed, and it just kind of, like, set the stage for me. I mean, everything that, up until the armor, just, like, fell right into, you know, my inventory, which was good. But then I got to that Dragon Lord 1, and every attack that I tried to initiate, you know, it was dodge, dodge, dodge. And then I tried hurt more, and then I tried stop spell. Couldn't get anything to work, and then finally got it, and then I tried stop spell on the Dragon Lord 2, hoping that, you know, he had something and it would work, but it didn't. He put me to sleep. And then the second attempt, I didn't even make it to the Dragon Lord. And then the third attempt, I couldn't even get stop spell to land, so I'm sitting there wasting all my MP trying to land stop spell. It's not working. Was lucky enough to bust through, and then that first stop spell on Dragon Lord 2 was just like a win.
Yeah, that stops so I can make all the difference. As in 10502, Linkforce finally gets through that brick wall and will claim second place.
And honestly, like I'll have to like I'm gonna do the watch back, but I feel like I had literally everything ready to go into Charlock by like what was it, 30 minutes, 29 minutes, other than yeah, like I said, I thought the seed was really good other than the very end. I mean that Dragon Lord was pretty
Meantime, kaiten619. As drumroll please, as Link enters, there is your Dragon Lord 2, and there's your 15 out of 16 stop spell resist. And
Hello.
Ursine has utilized the Old Spice to block. And we have Link in chat.
Hello.
So everything was going extremely well, and nothing could stop you except for a brick wall. That brick wall was named the Dragon Lord.
Yes, both phases.
Thankfully, it was only a 116 HP Dragon Lord 2, though.
Oh, that was nice. But Dragon Lord 1 missing probably 4 times and having him heal more up, that was annoying, and then being slapped by the dragon multiple times was annoying too.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dragon Lord 2 with stats like those can be just can just by himself be the great equalizer.
But those, how many enemies were there that had over 200 experience?
Quite a few, I think even in Charlock, we were finding Drakimas that were one-shots for over 200, so the experience was coming fast, and the levels didn't take much. I think you were just over the 5-digit mark, and we're at like level 21 or something.
Yeah, that was correct.
By the way, Ursine getting the official 3rd place with 107.56. But yeah, other than the brick wall, everything was just really fast. All the towns seemed cluttered up, and then once you were able to take some keys and go through that just got you pretty much everything you needed.
Having the magic armor and the silver shield below 50 gold helped a lot, and then the flame sword only being like 3,000 after about 4 chests in Mountain Cave that had gold.
I didn't even find the flame sword. I found the best I found was, what was it, 1,500 or 1,600 for the broadsword, and then I found Erdrick's sword just.
So, the lower chest, the lower shop in Cantlin had the flame sword for 3,200, and the magic armor for like $4, 4 gold.
Yeah, like I said, everything was just so in groups, really. You had Cantlin and Staff Cave right next to each other. You had all the stuff you have to collect to get the Rainbow Drop. I think was all right in the same general area on the second continent, and then the Jerk and Staff were easy to find.
The stones was on the second, the harp was on the second, and the token was in Hogsness on the first.
Oh, I thought Hogsness. Oh, right, it was Garen Hammer and Breckenary, okay. So yeah, Hawksness was on the first but still, a whole bunch of stuff clumped up together as I believe Ursine has just joined us.
I am. Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you guys tonight?
Well, I'd say we're certainly better off sitting here in the commentator's booth than having to run that seed.
Happy and then sad.
Yeah, it was I thought, oh right, a quick seed, and then sleep, and Tilo just came up and said, Link, you were the first one there, and died like 6, 7, 8 times. That's just awful.
Yeah. Also, I think for Dragon Lord 1, about 3 out of the 6 times I missed on a killing blow, and then I had to heal more, and then he heal more.
Ugh, that sounds awful.
But I made level 21. That was apparently the highest out of all 3 of you.
Yeah, you had quite the experience lead all throughout.
I basically focused the 6 200 experience mobs to just get levels really fast. Also, did anyone else kill a red slime at the very beginning?
Yeah, I think that's how everybody got off the ground. We didn't even find... I think one player might have actually gotten the proper metal slime, which looked to be the ghost.
Yeah, I think it was the ghost or the wyvern. One of those two.
Wyverns were not it, trust me.
Okay, I don't know. I was one-shotting most things at the end.
Yeah, this was your most likely ghost noodle thingy.
I was like a couple minutes in and got the red slime. I'm like, all right, and then it was obviously go from there. So yeah, I never knew who the noodle.
But yeah, sometimes something else has very little health. Like, I believe in my week... Oh geez, what was it? Week 2 Chaos Race. The noodle was actually running away from us at level 1. And... CD Improv... we were calling for a reroll, but got blocked, and I was thinking CD Improv had actually just crit the AK, and turns out there was a Droll Magi that also had 5 health. It was just hitting a little bit higher, so I knew it was a nil, but at one point I just started scumming for criticals, and oh wait, this thing. Yes, I can bring it up as an example of killing something that isn't the noodle.
Good job on running Braxis. Yeah, this wasn't interesting.
Yeah, GG Braxis.
Yeah, I guess I got really lucky. I only had to dive, I think, 3 times, and the second time I got the first cast stop spell on Dragon Lord.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. The first one to get a stop spell on DL2 was most likely the winner.
Like I said, though, it seemed like everybody was really close, so I'll gladly like to watch the rewatch the VOD tomorrow, just to. But you know, overall, I've only been playing Dragon Warrior since, what, January 3rd of this year? The community's been great. I expected to get 5 points in this league. I think I ended up with 13 points, so, you know, whether I'm in the playoffs or not, I still feel like a winner, so.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I started probably middle of January, and I'm surprised I didn't get last all the races.
Yeah, I'm the same as well. I've always enjoyed, like, I knew we all came in at about the same time, so it was kind of fun that we all ended up about the same place. So
Yeah, I agree.
I'm looking forward to growing with you and see how we all progress throughout, if you're gonna stick with it. So
Yeah, I think a couple of our runners have proved that you cannot take these new names lightly. I don't think I had seen Scorpion Max. I may be wrong, but I don't think I saw Scorpion Max any before this league, and he has certainly been taking names. And my guy was also very recent and has done well. So newbies are not afraid of us, veterans. And we go, Kaiten actually just going for the hurt more strats at this point. Gonna heal more. Yeah, and Kaiten's just trying to brute force it now.
Now, that hurt more may have actually been a miss menu.
Well, he did do it at full health. As here's the sleep, here is the wrecked, and there is the forfeit.
Yeah, I can't say I blame him. I know I've submitted forfeits myself, even, you know, if it's only an hour 10, hour 15 into the race. When it comes to Dragon Lords like that, yeah, I want no part in it.
And with that, we may get Kaiten in here soon, but with that, the final week of the league is underway. After this week, we will be trimming the field down to 16 players and going into the playoff round.
oh, I'm gonna get going and let Chitin come in. So thank you for commentating and thanks for restreaming and everybody out there, and good game.
GGT2, and yes, let me go ahead and give a shout out to our restreamer and tracker, restreamer being Lord of the Synth, tracker being Cyrodark, as I believe we have Kaiten.
What was that?
This is chaos, where everything can be going really nicely, and then Dragon Lord happens.
What was the resistance on Dragon Lord 2 on sleep and stop spell?
Sleep resist does not change for Dragon Lord, whose stop spell resist was 15 out of 16 with a 50% sleep, so pretty much the worst combo you can get.
I thought level 20 would be it, so I can like at least I can still get sleep and wake up and kill him.
Well, the good news is the Dragon Lord only had 116 health, so assuming he played nice, you could theoretically brute force him because your max hit was 25 at that point. There was a good chance to kill him in 5 hits, just gotta not be slept and wrecked.
Yeah, I looked at my power. I was like, okay, maybe I can take him down. No, I didn't expect him to have sleep in his arsenal today.
Yeah, and that was before you even got through the fact that Dragon Lord 1 had some fairly adequate attack power and was really tanky with the heal more and the high health, although thankfully low agility.
I thought I had it because I knew I was like, okay, I'll probably dive into. I was the first one to dive into Dragon Lord first.
That was actually Linkforce. Linkforce was able to get a big experience lead on everybody, and then pretty much instantly went in the moment he got the final things taken care of, and thus he was the first one to run into the brick wall.
Yeah. Not fun.
Oh, I was hoping I was like a redemption for myself for the chaos, but nope. Dragon Lord said denied me today.
He denied all of us, so you can't feel bad about that.
There was nothing I could do. My spirit was about to drain after I got to level 20.
I got to 21, so
Yeah, 24 was not far off, and I think on the level on the run that Linkforce got level 21, he wound up finally managing to land the stop spell on Wing, so we never saw the experience to 22.
Oh man, I should have grinded at least one more level, one more chance, but I couldn't take it anymore.
When Dragon Lord 2 is being that much of a pain and everybody else is finished, I do the same. I just say, nope, I'm done with this one.
Oh well, I'll be back for the summer tournament.
2,000 more for 22.
But I did like the grind on the red slimes and the green dragons on the desert beside our Tentagel, so I was happy with that.
And with that, any final words?
I believe the words are I'm exhausted.
I think blah. Yeah, I'll take blah.
Good night, all. That's all I gotta say.
I'm glad that our race is over, but I really look forward to the next 9 matches that we have the rest of this week.
100%. I'll be looking forward to those and maybe tracking some too.
Agreed.
Yeah, this was only the first match of the And it seems like with that, we shall be wrapping it up. So, any final thoughts, Reed?
I think for me, I will just say, although the beginning was really nice, Lord of the Synth is not rolling my seeds for sure.
And with that, for our tracker, Cyberdark, and our restreamer, Lord of the Synth, I am Smashy, and my co-commentator, Ryusation. May you have a good night and enjoy the rest of the week.